What if I told you that there is a book that was removed from the Bible? A text so controversial that it was set aside for centuries, forgotten by many, and rejected by major religious authorities? A manuscript that contains astonishing accounts of angels who defied divine laws, of giant beings who roamed the earth, and of a future that may be closer than we think? This book exists, and it is called the Book of Enoch. Written thousands of years ago, this ancient record describes terrifying visions, encounters with celestial entities, and messages that are said to have come directly from God. But what is in it that caused so much discomfort? Why was it removed from the official scriptures? In this series, we will go beyond what is taught in traditional religions. We will analyze every passage of this mysterious book, understand what it truly means, and discover how its words may be connected to the events of the end times. What is written in these pages may change the way we see the past, the present, and the future. The Book of Enoch holds secrets that few have dared to question. Are you ready for this? Little is said about Enoch, a character almost forgotten in the scriptures. His name appears briefly, like a mystery buried in time. However, the Bible itself gives us intriguing clues about him. In Genesis 5:24 it is written, "Enoch walked with God, then he was no more, because God took him away." But what does this really mean? Unlike other biblical figures, Enoch did not experience death like the others. He simply disappeared. But where did he go? What did he see? What happened to him? For centuries, many scholars have tried to answer these questions, and it was precisely in this context that the so-called Book of Enoch gained notoriety. This ancient book, attributed to Enoch himself, describes astonishing visions and experiences that go beyond human understanding. It recounts encounters with celestial beings, journeys through unknown dimensions, and even messages said to have been delivered directly by God. However, something in it disturbed religious authorities. The Book of Enoch was rediscovered in the 18th century when explorers found a complete copy in Ethiopia. Before that, it was believed to have been lost forever. But in reality, its ideas never completely disappeared. There is evidence that this book was widely read among early Christians and Jews. What's most impressive is that it was even referenced within the Bible itself. In Jude 1:14-15, there is a direct mention of a passage from the Book of Enoch. Enoch, the seventh from Adam, prophesied about them. "See, the Lord is coming with thousands upon thousands of his holy ones to judge everyone." If Enoch was mentioned in the Bible, why was his book rejected? The answer may lie in the content of its revelations. The Book of Enoch speaks of angels who came to earth, beings called the Watchers, who rebelled against God and taught forbidden secrets to humanity. It also describes the birth of the Nephilim, giant hybrids that allegedly caused destruction on earth. These stories raise difficult questions for theologians. If angels really descended and mingled with humans, what would that mean for the divine plan? If giants and hybrid beings existed, where are they now? Faced with so many questions, the Church decided it was safer to distance this book from the sacred scriptures. It was deemed dangerous, and little by little, it was removed from the official lists of the Bible. Only some Christian groups in Ethiopia and Eritrea preserved the Book of Enoch as part of their sacred texts. But the question remains, if this book wasn't important, why did they try to erase it from history? Throughout this series, we will analyze its content and attempt to understand what is in these pages that so many tried to hide. The Book of Enoch still has much to reveal. But what did this book contain that made it disappear from history? The Book of Enoch was not just a simple historical account. It described disturbing events that supposedly took place before the Great Flood, an era when the earth was unlike anything we know today. According to its pages, celestial beings known as the Watchers came into the mortal world and crossed a forbidden line. The Watchers were angels sent to observe humanity. However, something happened. They began to desire the daughters of men and took wives from among mortal women. But this union was not just a mistake. It was an act that changed the course of history. These angels did not just mix with humans. They also taught forbidden secrets that were never meant to be revealed. Azazel, one of the leaders of the Watchers, showed men how to forge metals and create weapons. Semjaza, another leader, taught sorcery, enchantments, and the reading of the stars. Others revealed the use of roots and herbs for occult purposes. Knowledge that seemed to empower men, but according to the book, only led them further from the Creator. The result of this union was terrifying. The Nephilim, gigantic beings, hybrids of angels and humans who became violent and ruthless. The Book of Enoch describes these giants as devouring everything in their path: animals, crops, and even people. They spread chaos and destruction, threatening the very existence of humanity. In this desperate situation, the cries of mortals reached God. According to the account, the Creator himself intervened, decreeing an end to this corrupted era. God ordered that the Watchers be imprisoned in the depths of the earth and that their offspring, the Nephilim, be exterminated. And then came the Great Flood. The flood was not just a punishment for sinful humanity, as many believe. The Book of Enoch suggests that the flood was, above all, a means to wipe out the Nephilim and erase the traces of the fallen angels, a reset for the world. But the story doesn't end there. What happened to the Watchers after their fall? The book states that they were chained in a dark place, awaiting the final day of judgment. Their descendants, the spirits of the dead giants, were neither accepted into heaven nor hell. They became what we now know as evil spirits, haunting the world to this day. This account was too powerful to be accepted without question. If it were true, it would mean that angels were not just divine messengers, but that some of them rebelled and altered the destiny of humanity. It would mean that the flood was not merely a punishment, but a global cleansing operation. These revelations disturbed religious leaders. They challenged the traditional narratives of creation and the fall of humanity. Moreover, they raised questions about the origin of evil and the existence of beings that were erased from official history. That is why the Book of Enoch was considered dangerous. It offered answers that many preferred not to hear. It spoke of a forgotten past, of a war fought before time, of powerful entities that may still have influence in our world. But if they tried to hide it, why does it continue to spark so much interest? What is in these pages that continues to fascinate scholars and curious minds across the centuries? The Book of Enoch still has much more to reveal. Enoch did not meet a common end. He did not experience death like other men. Chosen by God, he was taken into the heavens, crossing spiritual realms and witnessing secrets no mortal had ever seen. He beheld the divine throne, surrounded by indescribable light and glory. He saw celestial beings, angels of different orders, each fulfilling their role in the vast balance of the universe. But above all, Enoch gained access to the hidden mechanisms of creation. He saw how the stars followed their predetermined paths, how invisible forces upheld reality, and how higher laws governed everything that exists. It was at this moment that he received a staggering revelation. A great judgment was coming. The corruption spread by the fallen angels and the Nephilim would not go unpunished. God had decreed the fate of those who had broken the divine order. The Watchers would pay a heavy price for their rebellion. They were imprisoned in a deep abyss, a place of unfathomable darkness, where they would remain bound until the final judgment day. They begged for mercy, pleading with Enoch to intercede for them. But their sentence was already sealed. What does this mean for us today? If the Watchers are still imprisoned, do their past actions still echo in the world? The secrets they revealed to humanity, forbidden knowledge, occult arts, and mysterious technologies, do they still influence our destiny? Enoch's prophecy was not limited to the past. His book describes events that, according to some scholars, have yet to unfold. He speaks of a judgment that will fall not only upon the Watchers, but upon all of humanity. If what he saw was real, then the forces that once defied God are still awaiting their final moment. And when that day comes, the entire world will feel the consequences. But are we ready for what's coming? The book of Enoch still holds answers that few dare to seek. But this is only the beginning. What we have seen so far raises more questions than answers. The book of Enoch does not merely recount past events, it sheds light on forces that may still be at work today. The Watchers, fallen angels who descended to earth, did not come merely as observers. They influenced humanity, brought secrets that were never meant to be revealed, and challenged divine laws. But who were they really? Were they merely spiritual beings or something more? The story of the Watchers did not end with their fall. Their legacy continued, hidden in the shadows, shaping ancient civilizations and possibly even influencing events in the present. If these angels taught forbidden knowledge to humans, how far did this information spread? What remains hidden? In the next episode, we will explore the secrets of the Watchers. Who were these rebellious angels? What was their true purpose on earth? And most importantly, has their influence truly vanished? Or is there still something we don't know? Get ready. We are only scratching the surface of what the book of Enoch has to reveal. The truth may be more terrifying than we imagine, and in the next chapter, we will take an even deeper step into this mystery. You won't want to miss it.